Winner! Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the channel. We are the Weber Brothers. I'm DJ iWeb.
G-Funk Retro.
And we're missing one.
Hey, where's Dr. Fly?
Dr. Fly Fisher, he's on a work trip, I believe. I mean, what can you do? It happens. So we figured we'd just go the oldest brother and the youngest brother tonight.
Yes, sir.
You can obviously tell who's the older brother, but you know. Apparently it's inverted. I'm like this guy, but it's really that way. Anyways, we still got a pretty good show. Got a lot of things to go over and talk about. I think first up on the dock, there's been a lot of buzz, a lot of noise about the Mattel Creations gasser going on. So what's your thoughts on this one?
The Candy Striper.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my initial thoughts when you first sent that over to me is, I was like, whoa, bro, like 250, like what are we talking here?
Right.
Like, and I've never heard of this sort of like system where they need 10,000 people. They need 10,000 people to make it or to start making it, and then I guess
right.
They get 12. You can get a bonus, and if they get So I don't know. Is that like a normal thing, or is that
No, it's not. And actually, I saw this funny meme or GIF or whatever it was. Actually, I think maybe it was a reel, and it was like when you have a multi-billion-dollar company, Mattel, and they're begging their users to pay for their funding or to create a car or something like that. So I've got the original Candy Striper here. And I got this when it first came out. So was that 2017? Was that when it came out?
About then, it seemed like. Was that the one that we all had to run to?
2014, maybe.
Or was it where you got the whole family involved and we were all trying to grab as many as we could?
I think so. So you still needed the membership for this one. And it was limited to 4,000 pieces. I got number 1,350. But it's a unicorn. You can't find it anywhere. If you can find it, I mean, you were looking it up? How much were you finding it for?
Actually, no, I didn't look that one up. But I do have a question. I have heard that those are worth a little bit. There are a lot of other castings or limited edition castings of 4,000. I don't know if I have one that has gone up in value so much. So like that Candy Striper, like everybody.
Yeah.
Buys for that thing.
There's a handful of castings or a handful of cars that when it's come out, it's instantly appealed to the masses and grabbed not only a very quick return of investment, but I mean, for those of you that held on to it. So some examples. So this Candy Striper, we got. So the LA convention that we go to years ago, they had the gold Batmobile that came out. That was the dinner car, and limited to I think 1,000, 1,500, something like that. And that one as well. I mean, you can't find that one for. I mean, it's probably $800 now. You have the gold combi, right? That one, 1,300 at least. So there's some of these iconic ones, and I think you have a pretty good gauge of what will captivate the diecast community. Red Blown Delivery, that's another one that was very quick. Now, Red Blown Delivery, I think that was limited to 8,000. Excuse me. So it's a little bit more accessible. I think I got 3 of those, but you can't. They were going for like $180 for a while, and I think the most I saw one was like $450. So it kind of fluctuates. But in regards to the gasser, so any of the pink cars are more sought after. It kind of goes, both male and female appeal to it because it's a car thing, and then trying to make it a little bit more feminine. The pink party cars, and the conventions do put out the pink cars. They used to be in baggies. I think Mattel got wise and quit putting it in baggies, started putting them on carded cars. So, last year was what was it? The Fleetwood or something?
Yeah.
Last year,
the magazine car or something.
Yeah, that one kind of sucked last year. The Batmobile the year before that was pretty good.
I was gonna say, like, the only pink car I have, I think, is that one, and you're telling me now. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that one, but
yeah. So anyways, why this one's gone up so much? People are holding on to them. It's a hot rod. It's there's so much detail. And I remember that there was a handful of like airs, and it's pink on the top, the pink stripes, and some got orange stripe or like pinkish orange stripes and different variations, and it just, man, it's a phenomenal piece. It kind of set the stage for, in fact, I think it was when this one came out. After that, it was like Mattel stepped up their game and started putting more details in. So, the thought of back in the campaign here, and I'll go ahead and I'll pull up the right screen for us. And boop. Oh, that's the brother. Let's bring him smaller. All right, here we go. Try not to close you out here. So, to me, this one's a bit ridiculous, but that's just me. Mind you, I say it's ridiculous, and yet I signed up for not only one, but two of them. I'm backing it in there twice, so out of the 4,000 that I've backed it, I'm two of them. So, and I did it so that I could essentially flip one to pay for the other, because to your point, $250 is a ridiculous amount of money for this. It's ridiculous.
64 scale, that's the 1/24 or 1/18?
1/18th, right.
So it's the bigger version, which
right.
I don't know. In my my garage, I don't know where I park that thing. I'd have to move out or make an addition.
Yeah.
But if you do get the if it does get to where you get the 1/18th and the 1/64th, I mean, now we're talking, and that one looks almost identical to your first one. I mean, is it going to be like a second edition of that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it looks almost like except for the red wheels, the one you have.
Yeah, no, there's little variations of it. And I see Dr. Fly Fisher in the chat. What up, brother? Good to see you. There is some minor differences between this, 2023 gasser and my gasser. My gasser has a lot more tampos on the side. This one's pretty basic here, so I guess I can't make it bigger. There we go. I lost you though. Well, let me bring you back. Oh, there we go. Okay, so yeah, mine's got a bunch of stickers all over the side of it, and this one's pretty clean. So I don't know if you can see.
Oh yeah,
it's a little grainy, but anyways, so I don't even think. I mean, we're in this over a week. I don't think we're even going to get to the 10,000 backers. To be honest with you, I don't think that this is going to go to market.
Well, yeah, you could, I guess, cross your fingers. I'm just hoping that my green air gasser will jump up and be $1,000 car one day.
I mean, probably not 1,000, but that's probably one of the coolest airs that I've seen.
Yeah.
To be on a completely different card is wild.
Right. So,
and it's a Batmobile card, which is appealing anyways.
There you go. Like, anybody's out there that's looking, I'll take Candy Striper money.
So here's a bit of a topic here. It doesn't take much, it would appear, to appeal to you to sell something. It doesn't appear like you have as much like sentimental value on something that you find, like, oh man, I found this. Like, to me, it's like, now that's a story of me finding this rare car, so it holds a little bit more weight than trading it. So what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah. Well, everybody has a price, right? It doesn't matter what you have. If someone comes along with the right number,
Yeah.
I mean, this one just came out, and I'm not attached to it yet.
Yeah.
But if someone was to come with a number and be like, "Hey, man, I'll give you whatever for it," I'd be like, "All right." There are some cars that it's gonna take a little bit more, like a lot of people don't like this D Tomaso, but I really like it.
Yeah.
That one will take more. This Datsun is
Yeah.
it's gonna
So
take
so you're so
$3,000.
more just higher end cars would require higher value from you.
Yeah,
Makes
I
sense.
mean, yeah, I mean, there's some that my very first treasure hunt toe jam. That's gonna take a lot of Benjis,
A lot of Benjamins.
a lot of Benjamins.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe not a lot, but again,
Well, there's not. I'm not knocking you necessarily, but I'm just. It's interesting. Maybe just I'm too much of a hoarder, and I'll hold on to it. I have never sold a Hot Wheel, ever.
really
Never sold one.
not one.
No. Not
Why
one.
is that? You just
I don't know.
is it an investment? Is it
So I think
personal thing?
the investment piece. At some point, I do plan on unloading a lot of my collection, and I've really, I think, started to favor the custom side of things. So even some cars now, like that blown delivery that I ended up opening, like before I would have never wanted to open it because I want to preserve it, I want to keep it, but I'm like, but now customizing to me has a lot more value than the collecting piece, what it can become. So at some point I'll unload majority of my collection. To your point, I'm not like I got all these high-end Hot Wheels up here on the right-hand side, and if I were to lose those, like, I could still sleep at night, as long as I got the value out of it. But I'd want to do something with that money. In fact, I want to get like a real car. I was talking to the wife, and she's like, "Well, we can buy a nice fast car when the kids are out of the house." And I'm like, "Cool, 12 years, I get something wild."
You're already on the clock.
Yeah, already
Nice.
on it. So, that's when
No,
it ends up.
that would be. I mean, the car culture, the Hot Wheels, the diecast, and the real garage or the real car. You see a lot of that. That almost goes hand in hand. Like you can't really be a car or a diecast collector and not be a fan of, a fast car or
Right.
a project car in the garage or something in that. There's a lot of guys that go to the races, and it's just kind of hand in hand. But
Yeah, I agree.
yeah. So
All right. Oh, we got. Let's see. We got a transition here.
whoa.
Mail time.
The mail's here. Come on.
Mail time. Mail call. And actually, I don't have anything on the mail call this week, so we're going to the 4th Avenue garage to see what we got in the mail.
Oh, I didn't flip the camera.
Gotta flip the camera. There we go.
There we go.
Whoa, you got it loaded up here.
Yeah. And what do I keep saying every week? I keep saying, don't go to Whatnot. That's what I keep saying.
Don't go to what?
Whatnot.
Oh, don't go to Whatnot. Yeah, I haven't gone to Whatnot because I'm terrified of what I'll do if I do.
No, it is. It's too easy now. Like I keep saying, is that you can go on anytime pretty much, and you can pretty much find something you want to buy. And although these cars, some of these are mail-ins. Like this is the
Elite 64.
modified
The Mustang,
That was
right.
RLC, the Elite. Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's a nice
I
car.
passed on that one, but now that you're holding it, I like it a little bit more.
The whole front end supposedly comes off.
Yeah.
To Yeah, I can't. I know maybe you can pull that up. So that one came in. That's a nice one. This one, this one I've been waiting for. The hard body. This one completes the set, by the way.
Okay.
So if you see me over my shoulder here, you can see this blank spot right here,
There it is. That's where it goes.
right there, baby.
Oh, okay. So from start to finish, that one's from Dollar Store.
This is the Dollar General
Dollar
mail
General.
in where you had to get 20 cars. I had to go all the way to Deer Park for that one. You
Okay,
know
so that's
that.
about an hour drive for you.
At least an hour.
Oh, hour
Traffic.
there, hour back, traffic. Okay.
And then these other mail-ins, that was
Target?
Meyer. Target was what was the Target? I think this one. Anyways, so that was awesome that one came in, and it took a little bit longer to come in. I sent away for it for like a couple months ago, and
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything back. And then all of a sudden, I got a confirmation that it was being mailed, and I was like, oh, thank goodness!
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's nice
I
that
thought
they
that
give
last
confirmations. Back in the day with the mail-ins, they never confirmed anything. If you got it, great, and if not, you're SOL.
So this is a Whatnot auction, that little pop-up, but this is a beautiful casting. I mean,
Yeah, the Skyline
similar,
wagon,
similar to
the 510.
yeah, Skyline. So that one came in, and that one's a close cousin to this.
Whoa, what is this,
Hideout House.
bro?
This is next level.
It is.
Yeah, and if you want to take a guess on how much I got this for, go ahead. This little
I don't know. I'm worried because the detail on this is phenomenal.
it is, and I wish I had a little turntable. I could do a little.
How's the inside of the engine? We can't really see too much. It's kind of dark.
Let me see if I can get a better shot.
Oh, there you go. Nice, dude. Man,
no, it
that-
is.
That is wild.
It's pretty slick, pretty sleek. And,
So I'm under guessing here just because I'm gonna guess like $50. I imagine I want to say it's worth more. But ideally you wouldn't have spent that much more on it.
no, it was actually. I would have probably paid 50. And here's the thing with the Kaido House. I don't know much other than. So the numbers on them, I think, represent, like, here's a different one that has 46.
Nice, dude.
This one actually came from your little website where I got the other one.
Oh, right, the Bree website.
The Bree website. Thanks a lot for making me spend more money.
Man, but there's so to your point, that gray and black Datsun from Redline Club that you have that you were just saying that you don't want to get rid of in the acrylic.
Yeah.
So that one went up for sale first on that website. Yep, and it was signed by like the Bree manager or something. So it went for like $100, but those right now you can turn around, I think, and get like 4 bills out of. So
the ones that if you first got them off.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
So my point is that to be enrolled onto that subscription thing and be able to get those, before anyone else, especially the ones that are signed, like, it's worth it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, to your point, you told me about this one, so I'm hoping this Datsun. So this one came up on the site. We talked about this, I think, already.
We did, but it's a great piece.
It's got the signature on there, and it's numbered on the bottom right there.
Out of 46, huh?
Yeah. And
Hand
so
numbered.
I don't know if you know what this number means. So, like, I was on the site, or I was on a Whatnot auction the other day, and they were saying, "Oh, you want a wagon? Like, which one? Like, you want the new one, or?" And then they had one that came up that was like number 10 or something. He's like, this is an old one. This is one of the first ones. So I don't know if they number them by like release. Is this is number like that's 46 of this year or this version. I don't have that
No,
many.
so the 46 has been around. In fact, so here I have it pulled up here on my phone. Can you see my phone here?
Give us some knowledge there.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
So I think that's just the original number from the actual race car, 46. So they kind of keep that going with their series.
Okay. Got a couple more here. Let me just show you.
Oh, let me switch.
So here's
back
another six-wheeler that came off of 25 cents originally.
over. Nice.
But that's a nice,
Yeah.
that's a beautiful, beautiful addition, all in the card and everything.
Yeah, that is sweet.
1995. So,
Hmm.
yeah, beautiful. And then this one also came off of.
I've got a couple of those.
I've never seen one of these before, and when it came up, so like these guys, they scan over the tables. This one's numbered 1031 of 5,000. So this is again one of those.
That's a bigger Protecto, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think I have it up. There's that one also comes in maroon, if I'm not mistaken.
So I've never seen that casting, and then this one came up.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, and I don't know I know you don't like to do this, but
Oh man.
I'm letting it free. I'm setting it free, baby.
Hey, I've opened more now that I'm customizing even more. So there's actually what Thunder rollers do you have?
Which Thunder Roller? So I have
Right there. So that maroon one on the left.
that one.
Yeah, how
I got
many-
your one, that carded
There you go.
too.
So that carded one right there. So I'm working on a couple customs. I like that rocket oil.
What's going on here?
Nice. So I'm looking to try and get, I don't know, 3 or 4 of those at the convention as we're in the rooms. For
This
some,
one?
Yep, the maroon one, or it can be white, it can be whatever. But I want to do I want to do a custom for paying tribute, if you will, to my predecessor. Jimmy. So Jimmy's the one that got me. I mean, I was doing customs before I met Jimmy, but he's the one that like helped sharpen my skills and get even better. And he was notorious for building some just amazing rigs. So I'm like, well, I think I want to try and recreate some of his. Not like, hey, I'm going to copy your work, but I'm going to build one that you would have. Try and do one that he would have done with my flavor in it,
Yeah.
And so I think I need 1 or 2 of those to be able to get it right. So
Nice.
we got to be on the
Yeah.
lookout.
The Thunder Roller is my favorite casting, and so just to all those who think they're gonna come and submit a custom in the amateur, you probably don't need to, because I'm coming with some thunder and
Oh,
heat,
some thunder and some heat. All right,
some thunder and lightning. Yeah.
I like
Someone-
it. A little 1-2, a little
that's
left-right combo.
That's right. So I've got a couple of those coming.
Was that the tattooed one?
So that is one of the.
Okay.
That's one
How
of
many are you
them,
bringing?
and Customs.
Yeah.
So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the Chris Walker van.
Yeah.
5.
5. And remember, you can do the different categories. So you have I'll just say, I'll make sure that I articulate it correctly here, because I don't want to
We got spicy and mild.
right, but I want to make sure. And actually, they finally just posted the rules here. So categories, you have mild, and that is just paint jobs and changing up the wheels if you want. So original base, original car, just paint. Okay, spicy involves minor body altercations. Minor meaning you can add a hood scoop, rear spoiler, change the engines, lower the car, raise the suspension, but you cannot drill into the car. So you can't like cut the car, drill the car. You gotta just like I glued it onto the car.
Well, how can you lower the car without
You
cutting
can,
into it?
to your point, that's kind of like the
Or how could you do a wheel swap without?
you can do a wheel
And I
swap.
guess-
You can take the
I
car
guess you could,
apart,
yeah.
but they don't want
Better.
like major alterations. Alterations. There it is.
No altercations.
Yeah.
Bro.
And then last but not least, and this is where I reside, which is the hot category. And hot is for extreme customs. Anything goes: chopping, cutting, grinding, filling, bodywork, adding parts, changing suspension, etc. And first and second place will be awarded for each category: amateur, boom, boom, boom; pro, boom, boom, boom. So
Okay, good. So I think I have one of each.
cool.
Or one or two of each, at least.
That's
Yeah.
good. I think to add some diversity. So when I competed last year, I only had the hot and an amateur, and because I was gonna originally compete in pro, and they said, "Have you competed before?" And I said no, and they said, "Then you're amateur." And I was like, "Okay." They're like, "Only if you've placed in pro or in amateur do you move up into pro." So now I placed, so now I'm in the pro category, which I don't want to sound. I don't want this to come across the wrong way, but I feel like that's where I reside. That's where I should be, is in the pro category. I've been doing this a long time. I'm not an amateur at this. And
Do
so
you actually have to place to get promoted? To the
correct.
next-
Correct.
So I could come back if I don't place this year, which seems highly unlikely, in some fashion.
Yeah.
Then would you keep coming back as an amateur until you
Yeah.
get good enough?
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I've got buddies that have been doing amateur like the whole time, and it's one of those too. Like, it depends on your skill set, depends on how you grow in this, how long it takes you to like to add new abilities to your tool belt. And also, like, I mean, I think about like my first handful of customs, and really I think I've only like kind of gone over the hill maybe the last 5-6 years. Before that, I think I was still in the amateur category. So
Okay.
but so I've got the Wonka Mobile, which that debuted in the Las Vegas Diecast Convention. I'm bringing that one out, and I'm pumped to show that one off. I love that one, and I spent a lot of time on it. And then I got 3 other builds that have never been seen by the world that I'm bringing. So pumped on
But
it.
human eyes. Yeah. No, it's gonna be fun. That's one of the reasons why we're going, and it's gonna be fun. Yeah, and they will all be under lock and key. So if anybody's thinking of, we already talked about the security detail and how much
Yep.
is going into that.
Yep.
It's necessary. I thought it was unnecessary, but it is
No,
necessary.
they're meeting us right when we get off the plane,
Right.
and escorting us to the hotel. So
Exactly. So we're good there. Yeah, it should be fun. We'll see what happens.
yeah. So as a reminder, we're gonna be out there. We got a gang of Weber Brother custom diecast stickers. So whether you competed or not, as long as you see us out there, stop us, and we should have a code word. Let's think of this. What should our code word be for them to get a sticker? Something unique, I think.
Code word.
Not
Yeah.
just like, hey, come say Weber Brothers, because
The only code word I can think of is George Costanza when she's coming into the room. Is tippy toes. You gotta
Tippy
say
toes. I like it. Tippy toes. Tippy toes, tippy toes. So, and we're gonna be out there. We're gonna be doing some giveaways. We got some extra swag from the competition that we're gonna be bringing out there and giving away. We're gonna hide it and post a video. Make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube and our Instagram here. Because we're gonna give away some cars with some stickers in it too. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Last year we did that, and big shout out to James, was giving away a bunch of really nice cars last year. So we plan on doing that again this year.
Yeah.
Yep. Wait. Is that the disco lights I see? Is that rocking and rolling already?
People are calling for it.
Oh, hold on, wrong. There we go. What's in the bag? All right.
Oh.
The lights on, the party's in the house. So, as a introduction here, reminder that what's in the bag. Warren goes to not thrift shops. What are they called again?
Yeah, secondhand stores.
Secondhand stores. And buys a bag full of die-casts, and we open it up. Ooh, I see that Lamborghini right there. That's already a winner.
You already got that?
That's
as your,
dude. That is why I would have bought that bag.
Just for that one?
Yeah. Price check. What do we got?
Price check.
$549. That's a full bag for $549.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. That's good. Yeah, that is. You're right. That was a full. Let me lay some of these out here.
All right.
Got some nice ones, some new ones.
Yeah, I see the Mustang. I see the Lamborghini. I see that bus.
Ramper. Got a C10.
Nice. That's a sweet truck. All right, some race cars up top. Oh, is that a milk truck?
It's a yummy. It's an ice cream.
Is it that looks like a Matchbox.
This one?
The yummy.
You are correct, sir. Was it the wheels? Was it his face on that one?
It was a bit of both, wheels and the casting. That's a casting that I instantly like, and I would have recognized it as a Hot Wheel and bought it had it not been a Matchbox. And again, I try to stay in my lane, because once I start branching out, as you are doing, as James has done, then you end up buying so much stuff. There's so much cool stuff out there.
Right. Yeah. So we got a little ramp truck, which that one.
Where does it go?
Might have to go right.
All right.
By that one. Oh, we got to go up a little bit. There we go.
All right.
Couple rampers there. So I got to go and get some more acrylic boxes. I'm already filling them up. But you like the Lambo?
Yeah, I do. With the was that the Mexican flag on it?
The stripes,
or
is it
Italian?
Italian livery, as they would say.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Some newer stuff. There's a nice casting. I mean, stuff like this, which
I can't see it.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, the truck, yeah.
Yeah.
Those will
like
make for those are fun little quick customs that you can make.
Yeah. So another, I think a bonus. Okay, so this one looks like these wheels. These are, if I'm not mistaken, I think those are like the super fast wheels, what they call them. Do you remember? They came out with like this track edition of these wheels that supposedly made your car faster because they're made of nickel titanium something.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about, or am I?
It was something the Hot Wheels came out with?
Yeah.
What year?
Good question. I want to say it was in the mid 90s.
Okay. I thought you were referring to recently. Okay, I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So this one looks like one of those super fast ones, which I might have to take for
Is that
for
your
actually
track car?
racing. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be my track car. I mean, you can't go
Ooh.
wrong with the Corvette, right?
Yeah, honestly, it does look pretty quick. So you're
Cool.
gonna do the downhill racing this year?
Yeah, I think I might try it. I mean, I don't know all the rules, but I did go in that room and I watched them, and there's like different classes. Obviously, like they had like I think they had like they actually had like a Mario um division, and then they had a red line division.
Yeah.
So um, I'm spying a car here that these this is one of those Disney cars.
Yeah.
But look at those wheels. Those are
So
This is one of those.
for the downhill racing, can you put your own wheels on a different casting?
I don't think so. I don't think there's custom.
It's gotta be stock, huh?
Yeah, yeah, stock stuff. So this wouldn't go very well down the track, but something like
So
that, or even
I'm thinking back to the Pinewood Derby days, and to be as aerodynamic as you can. So if I'm comparing like a Mario car versus like that Corvette or the Lamborghini, I would take those all day long because but it's also weight. Like I'd imagine that a metal on metal, so a premium casting, one of the 4 or 5.99 cars, would. But those come with real riders, and plastic would work better than real riders. So
right. Actually, I've heard of people taking off the real riders and then putting different wheels on them and weighing them down. Here's another version of
Ooh.
what could be a super fast car, or what looks fast. I don't know how well it would work on the track, but
yeah,
I picked that one up like a month ago. So maybe I'll try to bring both of those and see how
Okay.
they do. We've got one more bag though, and this one
Let's do it.
actually, this one's only $2.99.
and this one has little pieces to choke on apparently.
This is a more hazardous bag.
There must be good stuff in this one.
This one looked like, actually, when I saw this one, there's a lot more vintage stuff in this one, just by what I could see.
Nice retro van.
Oh, there's a nice.
Is it a Ferrari
this,
behind you? Okay.
This Matchbox, I know, this one's
Ooh.
got to be let's see, 19. Doesn't say. 1978. If that's
Yeah.
You could tell they're older when they have the little.
Yeah.
pitch there.
I like it.
Here's another classic 80s
Yeah.
Hot Wheels.
Black walls.
Yeah, black walls. Yeah, that's what they call. There's a Corvette that's
Okay.
a little bit older.
It might be worth doing one of these older ones that have metal bases on them.
Got some little mini.
Okay.
What was that? 187th.
Just a step up from some micro machines, and they're the micro machines. That's crazy. I like those actually. What are they? They Hot Wheels?
They are Hot Wheels.
Interesting. Those are pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yes. So give me your top find out of that one.
Top find out of this bag, I would say is. I mean, I would probably say this Matchbox as far as condition. So that's the most. To get on the wall there, you have to be in pristine condition. So something
Interesting.
like that. Even this Bronco is in pretty good condition.
Yeah.
And then with the other bag, probably that Fast Guy and
Not the Lambo?
oh, the Lambo. Yeah, the Lambo could go into the collection. So the collection right here is just like basically fast cars.
Yeah.
So we could probably stick the Lambo. I mean, I got some GTs and You stick the Lambo right there.
Nice, dude.
So,
Great finds, especially for that one bag, $299. That's a good deal. Even the other one was $550, and at $550, being able to pull off so many castings, that's pretty sweet.
yeah, and then again, anything that I don't use, it gets thrown into the bag, and then it could get used later on as a die cast. It could come back as a custom.
That's right.
To another car, which is cool. I mean, that's the first thing I do is. So I was watching a video of this guy who he did this stick custom, but he used this stuff. It's like this. He made up this resin, kind of like a rubberized resin, which hardened in only a couple minutes, and then he just basically cut it to shape.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like, I mean, it wasn't 3D printed, but it wasn't, I don't know, in my opinion, I'd rather go, even if like my personal car, like needed something, I'd rather go try to find a part for it and retrofit that versus, I guess, mold something onto there. I mean, I get, die cast in real world is different, but it almost seemed like in that kind of sense you're cheating, but if you needed ground effects, you needed ground effects.
Yeah, so that's what's cool about customizing is you can do whatever you want, and there's many ways to skin a cat, right? So if you're making an engine, you can cut it off a different car, you can make it out of metal like what I do, excuse me. You can 3D print it, or to your point, you can get some kind of a clay or some kind of a 2-part resin or something, make a generic shape, and then use the Dremel to, drill in some details into it. The winner of the Weber Brothers custom contest, he actually 3D printed majority of what was on his custom. And I've actually had a handful of conversations about our competition, and two of the key factors in winning that competition was uniqueness and creativity. And although he did 3D print many of the models were unique prints, like a 2-headed cow was on there, and a handful of other things that were on the trailer. So at the end of the day, there's a lot of ways to do. There's a lot of ways to customize, find what fits your style, your lifestyle, and what you enjoy to do. And I mean, I'm not gonna knock anybody for 3D printing anything, or one of my best buds on online, Ben Moss, he 3D prints a gang of stuff, and he does a phenomenal job with that. Phenomenal job with the paint. Phenomenal job with the assembly, and the final result is just it's second to none. So, do you, I guess is what I would say.
Yeah. You're right. I mean, there is and if that guy would put that thing up for sale, because it was like a 6-wheeler lowered truck. I mean, it was just sick. I mean, when it came out in the end, you wouldn't, if you didn't see the process of how it was made, you just would have been like, whoa, oh my gosh, like, where'd that come from?
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen one of those before.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I still would have bought it after all that, but
yeah.
But yeah.
Sweet.
I guess I'm not there yet.
I mean, you haven't even been customizing a year. What, you've been going like 6 months, maybe? February?
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, that hasn't been very long. So
lots of time ahead of you.
Yeah, I just dipping my toe into the world.
Well, it's interesting too, because I mean, I've been doing this. I was talking to Carissa, my wife, and I've been doing it as long as we've been married. I remember I was building in our first apartment that we were only there for a couple months. We ended up getting mice and had to move out, but I remember building there, and this last custom that I just finished, I messed up on the paint, so I messed up on the car. Man, 4 or 5 times. Like, it was so frustrating. So frustrating. I'm like, I should not be messing up like this. I've been doing this for so long. But that's one of the areas of opportunity that I've got is painting. And, you know, any custom buddies out there that want to show me how to do some good painting and you got the tools to do airbrushing and everything else, reach out to me because I would love to add that toolbox to my, you know, my tool belt. So
I am surprised you haven't tried the airbrush thing. That seems some of those guys, I mean, doing that fade or whatever, you know, from one color to another, that's pretty sick.
I agree.
Hey, I was just looking at that bag, and have you heard of the brand Tomica?
Yeah.
That is like a higher end. This one says Tomica 1978. This Firebird. Interesting. Like,
That's older.
I didn't know that it was. I didn't know that they A, made cars that long ago, and B, it's
still in good condition. Yeah, looks good.
Well,
That is
for what it
interesting.
is. So, yeah, good finds this week.
I guess last piece to our show today, we have the NFT for the Fast and the Furious set. The redeemable should hit our inbox on the 20th. So what is that? 4 days? 3 days?
The 20th.
Wednesday.
So we should be able to redeem our 19 cars into the Super
Yep, Honda.
Honda.
Yep.
That's
So
exciting.
looking forward to that. I got a spot up on my wall ready to go. So I wonder how quick it will ship. I wonder if we would get that before we go to the convention. Imagine if, because we're going to have a handful of extras, we could bring those, and I bet you it's going to be pretty sought after. I think that I think an $800 price tag should be on it.
Really?
Think of how much time and effort we put into getting all those.
Yeah.
And
No,
money,
yeah.
because we had to buy flow, we had to trade,
We did have to buy Flow.
By the way,
Yeah.
flow is the currency on the NFT. So hopefully it ships quick. We get a quick turnaround. We can have it in hand out of the convention. And if you get something highly sought after, maybe we could get some trades going. So,
How many are there, do you think, of that car? Did you remember how many they're
I don't remember.
redeeming? Or
I don't remember. We'll have to go do some research before the redemption. So, or before we get it, talk about it.
right.
So,
Good deal.
anyways, I think that's it. Good show, bro.
Yeah, man.
It wasn't the
Well,
same without Dr. Flyfisher, but he's here in spirit.
He is here in spirit, and I'm sure he's out there getting a jump on all those, peg finds and stuff. He's always out there looking and
Yeah.
coming up with something.
Yeah, I'm trying to add more value in that side. In fact, I probably went to the dollar store like 5 times this week trying to catch it, and no dice. So maybe next week.
There's always next week.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, convention here in a couple of weeks. Look out for us. The code is Tippy Toes. Tippy Toes. You come up, you find any Weber brother, you say Tippy Toes, you get a sticker. And until next time, I'm DJ iWeb.
G-Funk Retro.